And if you've got, we're there on 91.9 and 91.5. Join the talk.
Welcome, brothers. Welcome, sisters. We're back with you again. The clock struck 12 and On Target is on. Remember, we on We Noise FM 94.9, Brooklyn, New York. On Real FM 91.9, 91.5. We always encourage you to subscribe, share, help us to grow. That's one of, even though you don't like us, because we are operating in Grenada, help the program to grow. The number to call is 4420175. We never have a subject matter. We take call. We tolerate interruption. We encourage you to be respectful and punch. Our brother KJ has been calling and he's asking for a debate. KJ, I grant your request. You will have a debate. These are the rules of the debate. You will call the program and you speak on tomorrow, Thursday. You would list the good benefits, the things the NDC has accomplished during the period of time over the last 3 years. You have 3 minutes to do it. 3 minutes. No waste time. Just punch. On Monday, you will defend the Grenada Development Bank, the fact that the government flaunted the laws in the bank and raid the bank. You must defend that. Show us how the government is justified, how they right. On Tuesday, you would have to justify the excessive traveling of the government and how it benefits Grenada. You have 2 weeks in the debate. 3 minutes for the day. Another caller who normally call, I don't know which one, anyone, you could call the program and say you're responding to KJ. And I'll give you 3 minutes to deal with that program. We are not changing the format of the program because in our program, anybody could call and raise any subject matter. So KJ, you start from tomorrow, Thursday. Yes, the number to call is 4420175 and we have a caller on the line, punch.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to send out a request Monday afternoon, Monday evening. On Monday evening, I found some keys that's in the Grenville areas, right in Lacroix funeral home. I get a keys after the funeral yard. There was a lot of rain and the water was flowing, so I see that bag and I picked it up. So I want to leave out some information that the person
Yes,
can get it.
give me the information.
Right. My phone number is 534-2686.
26 what?
534-2686.
2686.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else they could call me on 410-5131.
And they left the key when they lost that key?
On Monday, because I get it about 6:30 about 5:30 Monday evening.
All right, okay.
I get it on you right across by
Lacroix
place there. Yeah. So
okay.
Once they call me, I will tell them how to get the key and what is what.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Thank you. If you lose a bunch of keys, if you was in the funeral or you was by Lacroix and you don't see your keys, call the number 534-2686, 410-5131. Yes, the number to call is 4420175, and we start the program on. As I said, KJ or KJ, I think, you have the debate you're asking for. We will carry it on for 2 weeks. You have 3 minutes every day to put your case. It is wise to call early. On Thursday, You would speak about the benefits, what the government has done, what the government has accomplished so far in the last 3 years. On Monday, the Grenada Development Bank, the government flaunted the laws of the bank and gave money to ministers, directors, and politically exposed people. We have been highly critical of that. KJ must defend that. On Tuesday, you will justify the excessive traveling of the government. Show us how the government excessive traveling benefits our country. And we will continue that for 2 weeks. So you have your debate. I'm encouraging somebody, there are 1 or 2 callers that are very prolific. You know what is the subject matter. You can prepare. You always have the pros and the cons. So KJ is the pro. And you just have to call and say, I'm responding to KJ, and I'll give you 3 minutes. The technical operator would help me time. We will continue with the program as is. You can raise any subject matter. We're going to the international issues while we await your call. Donald Trump has brokered a peace deal in the Middle East. So the guns are not raging in the Middle East now. The Israelis have received the 20 live hostages. I don't know if all the dead ones has returned yet. And the Palestinians, Hamas, has received about 1,900 individuals that was in Israelis' custody. That is the first stage of the peace deal. Donald Trump was able to get about 20 countries together. And I think that was a good thing. And they seem to be supporting a peace deal. Now they are waiting on Hamas to disarm. There are a number of people in the world that don't want peace. They want the fight continue. They want the Jews dead. So they are not very supportive of the peace. They doubt in it. But they should take a hint. Over 20 countries have joined Donald Trump in Egypt. And it seems they want peace. We in the Caribbean here, our leaders in the Caribbean must want peace too. Some people don't want peace. We must believe in peace. We must propagate peace. We have an issue going on between United States and Venezuela. I'm very disappointed that CARICOM couldn't act as a broker for peace. Our Caribbean leaders have been contaminated. They took sides. So when you take side, it's difficult for you to be a mediator. But I believe Jamaica, Belize, and the Bahamas should join together and approach Donald Trump and Maduro and act as peace mediators. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre. Good afternoon, on-target listeners.
Yes, my brother.
So, Mr. Pierre, you see how news does travel and how some news doesn't travel. And when you have a government and you say a government is a continuum, what has happened? So it is said that Donald Trump brokered the peace between Israel and Hamas and stuff like that. But before Donald Trump was re-elected, when the campaign was going on, normally former presidents just get briefings and have access to world leaders. Netanyahu refused to meet with Mr. Biden, and he was meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. So whatever the men discussed at that building at that time They maybe broken a deal. When I get in power, we go deal with that. So you see how things can be very, obviously, like a conspiracy against one government or one party. That's what happens. But back to Grenada now. We have the American people here that is supposedly meeting with the acting prime minister, who's Mr. Lennox Andrews. And I think we've seen the news that Antigua, Casablanca denied access for them to use the grounds as any military landing ground or anything on the ground. So we have our prime minister who is in Nigeria right now. His date to be back here is on the 18th. So I want to know what is causing the prime minister not being face to face. And don't tell me nothing about this Zoom and online thing. This is matters of national security. President Trump and his DOJ and whoever, they blast out a boat from Venezuelan waters again. They killed 6. That was yesterday. Right? And what we are hearing from our prime minister is nothing. Dead silence. But we hear supporters saying no, we hear supporters saying yes. And we're not hearing the prime minister, we're not hearing nothing yet. He's the minister of national security, the last time I checked. We vote for this guy. Mr. Pierre, once again, the guy that you want to give the opportunity to talk, I hope when he called, he got some facts last night from Brother Sheldon. So when he calling, I hope he will give the former government praises because he is saying only 3 years now he fall in politics, like involved in politics. When you have people involved in politics like yourself a lot of years ago, and when you're telling them, you're giving them facts, they're doubting you. You understand? I want to hear what you go say. Mr. Pierre, have a good afternoon.
Yes, we're going to give him 3 minutes to a day. And we're going on with that for 2 weeks. You're going to list the first day on Thursday. That's tomorrow. You list the good and beneficial things that the NDC has accomplished over the last 3 years. On Monday, we're going straight to the Grenada Development Bank. The government of Grenada under Dick Mitchell flung the law and raid the bank. Now, KJ, you must justify. The prime minister never tell us why. So you must defend that. On Tuesday, we have accused the government of traveling excessively. Much, much, much more than the previous government. We want you to justify. Show the economic importance and the political benefit of that. You have 3 minutes to do that. Then we will entertain another caller to respond to you. And that caller have 3 minutes. Now let's make it lively. Don't waste no time. No preamble. Bang, bang, bang. We punch. And other people could continue with a regular contribution. For you, if you want peace, you have to believe in peace. Donald Trump spoke very positively about peace. So that is why I believe the Bahamas, Belize, and Jamaica, you all could have formed a special caucus and approach United States of America to mediate in the conflict between the United States and Venezuela. As much as we like Venezuela, Venezuela have problem with Colombia. They have problem with Guyana. Venezuela refused to honor the ruling of the International Court in The Hague. They refuse. They have problem with Border Island off Dominica. Over 800,000 Venezuelans have fled Venezuela for the United States. Yes, caller, welcome. We lost that caller. Caller, you there? Punch. Don't listen to your phone because we have a delayed broadcast. So you're going to be hearing yourself and you're waiting. Caller.
Good day, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller, go right ahead.
Now, I want to and your listening audience. I want to ask a question. Last night, I don't know if you was lucky to hear the discussion with KJ and Sheldon. I don't
No,
know if
no,
by
no, no,
chance
no.
you're
I
lucky.
didn't hear. I wasn't wrong at all for that.
Would you believe that the same KJ who wants a debate, who telling you
Well,
about
he
debate,
getting
said
debate. I'm giving him an opportunity to carry out his debate. And he have
he
3
had the gut to
minutes.
mention that is only 3 years and a few months ago he started taking part in political discussion.
I would not doubt him. He seems to me that he was a newcomer. And I welcome that.
But there are callers what said they used to see him in the old NDC
Well, yes, he was there, but he needs
with
to
the
take
yellow
part.
jersey. So
He was there, but he needs to take part. He there, but he's not fully there. He was there, but he's not fully there.
right, I understand. So there is a lot of things he don't know. That's what he's saying.
Well, on this program, he's going to learn. Because when he
But he's
presents...
supposed to have facts.
No.
If he wants
No,
a debate.
let us not preempt him. We're giving him an opportunity. When he presents his case, somebody could rebut. I'll give somebody 3 minutes. If nobody come up, then I'll handle it.
Right. Mr.
Yeah.
Pierre, I just returned home and I heard a discussion with some political activists of the NDC, and the main discussion was the opposition should be saying something because this is a grenade.
Let me tell you why.
I said
Let me tell you why. Deacon is a coward.
I said to them.
I told you, Oli, Deacon is a fake. And right now they want to hear what the opposition going to say to make up their mind. They are cowards. I told you that very early. Deacon is a fake. He's a master deceiver. Anytime he reach in a crisis, he go hide. I said that over 3 years now, 2 years and months. So that is why they want to hear the opposition now.
So what I was saying, Mr. Pierre, I don't know if you would agree with me. You don't think he should call an emergency parliament sitting?
Deacon don't have to call no emergency plan. The ball is in their court. Play the ball. He that said, you remember Keith Mitchell offer himself to provide assistance. Gregory Bowen offered himself. Keith Mitchell hugged him. Keith Mitchell called him. He said, I did not initiate the call. Instead of that, he declared war on NNP. He said the only reason NNP getting assistance is because he don't know who the real NDC is. So you don't need to call nobody. The ball is in his court. Play the ball.
So the leader, the present leader, I say right now he's in Africa, is in some Africa country trying to see.
Yeah, Deacon you have to understand. One of Deacon's main objective is to turn a billionaire. That is one of his main objectives, is to turn a billionaire. Every time he travels, he makes a lot of money. So he's using the traveling to make money.
I would like Antonio to call back and tell you what Deacon say doing in some African country. Something he's looking for. Money.
Well, I tell you what he's doing, Deacon. Traveling to make money. Deacon have his sugar daddy. They summoning him when they want. Deacon sneaking in countries, going to Dubai. That's the worst prime minister in the Caribbean. He spent $8 million in 2 years traveling. Me and Motley spent 1.7 in 7 years. What more you want more than that? You don't see everywhere
to leave the opposition parliamentarian alone. That's not them.
No.
To head anything.
When you're going,
that's why I was calling on them to leave the opposition
parliament alone. Okay, caller.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why you must leave the opposition alone? Yes, caller, welcome.
That's why I was calling on them to leave. Okay,
hello.
Yes, caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller.
No, Mr. Pierre, as much as we may want the opposition to say something, No, we have a sitting government. The sitting government, we have an acting prime minister. The acting prime minister is the whole of them staying silent on that matter. Why they are staying so silent on that matter?
A bunch
But
of
then
cowards. Fake.
they want the opposition to say, no, you there in the driver's seat, you come out to the people, you speak out to the people. No, you have to tell me the truth. No, Mr. Pierre, this thing don't just happen just like that. No, 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 no. This thing go back way back. And I want to believe from the time they start to take Dennis Cornwall visa away from him, things start happening. And it could be before that too. We start to see things opening in front of our very eyes. And they are not telling us the truth. Come out, tell us the truth. How come something Grenadians from the university go to get their visa to go and do their practical internship and they was turned down. People was going to renew their visa and they were turned down. How come? Is something in the matter besides the person? Thing what happened in the postal corporation with tariff and all that kind of thing. How is only Grenada, not nowhere else in the Caribbean?
Grenada is where we are
And
communist.
then how come
Grenada is where we are them Bajan communists. Grenada, the left wing leading Grenada.
Exactly.
I know we have a...
Because Mr. Pierre, listen to this. The same bad communists are what playing this and saying that and influencing the minds of Grenadians to say this and to say that against America. They living high and dry in America.
But almost all Grenada
They're
communists
not
in
living high
America.
and dry in Cuba. They're not living high and dry in Russia. Not in China. Not in Gaza. Not in Yemen. Not in Iraq or Iran, but in America, in Canada, in London. But these are the people when we speak highly against American policies. That is why the opposition was warning the government of Grenada. You must be diplomatic and tactical when you go to handle these things. Don't go and say, oh, Grenada is not a checkpoint and Grenada is not your backyard trying to be a bishop. And you will say that under somebody like Donald Trump and you're expecting you're going to get away. Grenada had to succumb to the call of America to what America put in Grenada. The government have no choice but to succumb.
You always have a
Otherwise,
choice. Color, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. And you must prepare to stand the consequences.
That is what I'm not going to tell you. Right? We could say no.
We always have a choice.
When America stamp the foot on us, we're going to suffer.
Well, what happens is America write Grenada and make a request. Grenada do have to accept it.
You understand? Because they're listening to the leftist, Marxist, Leninists who is controlling this government. I want to believe that is alleged.
Well, he was claiming not the advisor on the Constitution.
You can't tell me you have a cabinet meeting and you're having people who in charge of the political party at Zoom being in cabinet meeting, making decisions there. Something ain't right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things the government need to come out and tell us the truth. Tell the big Grenadians the truth. Be truthful to us.
Okay.
Yeah? Thank you, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar.
And how are you today?
Great, man. Good, man.
Great. Let us stand firm and stand great. Do we have a real prime minister in Grenada? Is a question I always ask. Grenada I don't believe Grenada have a prime minister. If Grenada had a prime minister, the prime minister would have stayed in his country to try to help his people and not to lie in from them. Since after the election, I don't know if I'm wrong, that is if Deacon Mitchell ever spend 3 weeks in Grenada, he always out of the country. He out of the country. He didn't want help, nobody to help him because he's the boss. He is the boss, so whatsoever the boss have to face, let the boss face it by himself. What he told the past NDC leaders, he go in St. Lucia, he run him out on them and sell kind of a thing. They had the power in their hand and they didn't know how to use it. But he will use his power. So at this point in time, take out and let me stay off from it.
No, you don't. You want more than
from her.
They
He
want
don't
more
need help
than
from NNP. He don't need help from NNP. Let he face the battle and let him use his power. Let him use it. Others couldn't use the power, but he knew how to. But he knew how to use the power. He knew how to use is the money. The money, but he didn't know the power would be out from his hand one day. Let him face the match and match to suit because he have all the power. Take the front line and do what he have to do. You need no help. Nobody not supposed to go and help him. He don't want advisor. He don't want nothing. Man, because young and he's vibrant and intelligent. So let him face what he have to face. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Color. Yes, Color, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Pierre. How are you doing?
Yes, Color. You want to be the one responding to KJ?
Nah, I don't.
All right, okay, go ahead.
They want to KJ.
Go ahead.
Only have eyes I could see.
Go ahead.
Mr. Pierre, how will you consider, right? Your father, like our father, right? And you're in a house with your father, your mother, and 2 brothers. And your father here, a weather approaching. And your father jump a plane. And your father leave and go to the next country that is safe. Nothing of no bad weather approaching. You all get damaged in the home. Your father absent. And after the thing cool long, the father return back home. How will you consider a father like that?
He just called. He's still your father, but he just called. He just bad-minded and called, but he's still your father.
He's bad-minded and coward and they're uncaring. Right? Because we say the father is the head of the home. He's the head of the home. When the father should stand up and face the consequence of whatever approaching to protect his family, the father leave his family in danger and travel and go out and leave somewhere safe. That's exactly what the Prime Minister doing. That's how we consider the Prime Minister.
Well, the Prime Minister did that in Hurricane too. He run in the hurricane.
Hello?
He did that in the hurricane.
He run in the hurricane. Right? Look at the thing. There was something that took place in St. David where someone get killed. He serviced him, go and sympathize with the family. He travel again.
Look at that thing happening again. The biggest bomb blast in Grenada in Telescope, he said not a word.
He said nothing about it. Right? Look again the situation about what happened with Grenada right now with what America want Grenada to do.
What America did is to write a request. They request something, you could say yeah and nay. You know, that is what you're big for.
I don't understand. You see, Grenada see someone in sheep clothing. Think it was a real sheep. It was a wolf that day in sheep clothing. Right? The wolf gets what he wants and show his true color or who he is. What Grenadian they're saying. You made a mistake of thinking you're voting for a sheep that will humble and care and love people. But the chief get what he wanted to do. But now we show a true color that he don't care. Right? When he see danger coming, he leave you and run and he protect himself and leave you in danger.
Yeah.
Come election again, he'll come and try to bribe people and tell people he love you. What I will say to people, remember what someone did to you. 12 years in a month, right? And not 1 year, 12 years, 12 months in a year. And not only month in a year, in 12 months. And I will remember what people did to you, and how they treat you, how they consider you as no good. Right? And they don't need you because they're in a position now, but come when election close, they're going to need you to put them up there to enrich themselves and make each and every one millionaires.
Yes,
While they're
scholar.
making you poor and poor every day.
Yes,
But I want
scholar.
to say to you, Granian, you have someone there, you have a party with a leader that cares about you. And whenever election color and this the NMP win election, Emily Pierre become the leader. She will demonstrate what is a real leader, a quality leader, a leader of integrity, a leader that will stand up and face the consequence when danger comes.
Thank you, caller.
Mr. Pierre, have a blessing.
Thank you. Yes, scholar, welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, scholar.
I guess I know who is speaking.
Yes, man, I pick you up long time.
Right. So I heard, right? Deacon Mitchell is not in the area. So, like, if the bomb, if whatsoever they have in Venezuela come to Grenada and go to mash up all of us, that like all of us get a bomb.
Didn't escape, he didn't
Right, he escaped,
he
right?
escaped.
And he don't tell nobody that he going wheresoever, right? So if anything happened to such as me, I cannot see where to
John
run.
be take you. You have to pray on us, God to protect you.
Yeah, but that was
Call on the Holy Spirit to envelop you and
that is
protect
what
you.
I'm doing
That's
for
the only
my
thing you can do.
husband and my
Yeah.
stepchildren. But where that Venezuela kill about three the supporters and them. That means they can want us to dead in Grenada.
No, but
Don't care
Venezuela
nothing.
don't and Grenada don't have enough fight.
Oh, well, that was I
No,
want to
no, no,
know.
no.
If they haven't fight.
Venezuela and Grenada, what the United States perhaps is putting immense pressure on Venezuela. Because the United States is not in Venezuela waters, they're in international waters.
So, okay.
But it's kind of gunboat policy pressure.
So, American and Grenadian don't have nothing? No war, nothing?
No, they don't have no war.
Oh, because I just, so why Deacon Mitchell the only thing Deacon Mitchell not doing? Nothing for the country. What Deacon Mitchell doing?
Well, one of Deacon's objective is to be a billionaire. And he wants 5 years to do it. So I don't know whether he pushing business or he's selling passport down in Africa. Or he looking for money to turn a billionaire. And he's not giving Grenadian.
Not getting 5 years.
Yeah.
He's not staying there. He coming out there because right now.
Well, by that time he come out, he get turn a billionaire.
Because later on, I'll be in Munich later.
You all have a meeting in Munich?
In Marquis.
All right, okay, that is good.
I want to know if you're coming too because I will be there.
No, most likely I would not be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll enjoy it for me and you.
Yes, and I'll keep in touch.
All right.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right.
Remember the number to call is 4420175. And you can call and speak on any topic. I know. Yes, caller, welcome.
Mr. Say, good afternoon.
Yes, caller, welcome.
Mr. Say, how are they hearing nobody talking about Neil and Franklin?
Well, right now, Grenadian does study Neil and Franklin.
Well, Mr. Say, is a human being, they have to study him. He comes from a mother.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to him. He don't say he's sick or in hospital.
Well, they bury Neil and Franklin already.
So because they bury Mr. Say, that is not all. The mother still hoping.
Well, listen. The police have investigating that case. One person said that he died as a result of some foreign substance. So it means the police now is the one to investigate the case. Right?
Okay.
So normally, the police would be the one investigating the case. And I guess the parents and the close relatives are paying particular attention to the investigation.
And the one on the beach? The investigating still?
Well, maybe them in that matter in court. So court does take long.
We're not animal in Grenada, you know, we're human beings and we come from parents.
Yes, so that is the
And when you
challenge.
hear things like that happen, we must hurt.
You must hurt and you must pay attention to it. It's a lot of issues. Sometimes matters in the court take very long. And people have to keep in touch with what is going on. Because the lawyers would be involved and the parents would be.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Number to call is 4420175. And you can, a lot of people concerned about what is going on between the United States and Venezuela. And because the government is not giving information, a lot of speculation is running wild. Now, most of the Caribbean islands have an organization, I don't know if you call it an organization, the Regional Security Service, the RSS. Now, Guyana was the last country that joined the RSS in 2022. Grenada would have been in the RSS maybe very early, 1983, 1984. Now the RSS comes around, it's an regional security unit. And if you notice, Grenada police went in St. Lucia when they had crisis there, the SSU, and they went in Dominica. So it means when one country have problems, members of the SSU from other countries goes up to give security. Now the United States of America is in charge of the RSS. Yes, caller, welcome.
Morning, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller, welcome.
How you do?
Great, man.
Well, Mr. Pierre, you remember? Well, I don't remember exactly how many years. Could be about 4 or 5 years. Could be even more. When the United States and the Venezuelan government had a tough, have it out very, 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 very tough. And there was a lot of contention, right, between Venezuela and the US. And a lot of people live in Venezuela. A lot of people was living in Venezuela, right? They say they were even talking about they coming in Grenada here. But some people were saying again, no, Grenada, the island too small and here is underdeveloped, so they may not come here. They may end up in Trinidad or them other, you know, them other.
Trinidad took about 47,000.
They did?
Yeah.
So tell me something. Because remember, Mr. Pierre, every news, right, was dominated by this issue, no? You remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that well. So in those time, what the issue was about drugs or no?
Now, Venezuela always have a number of the opposition. I think it was a suppression of the opposition. A number of people was in jail and a number of people was fleeing the country. Now, over 800,000 Venezuelans has left Venezuela for the United States. 47,000 leave for Trinidad because the economic and political situation in Venezuela is bad and people running from the country.
But Mr. Pierre, but remember, even in Chavez, before Chavez died, the U.S. always was in contention with this place.
Well, caller.
Always was in contention.
Caller. The United States of America is always in contention with leftist country. That is an ideology clash. For instance, United States and Cuba technically is at war.
Okay. So stick up in there then. So if what you just said is true, then where the issue of drugs come in then?
So how one related to the other?
Yeah, but
so come on, how one related to the other? Caller. You see how you tabs 1 and 2.
No. No, because listen, Mr. Pierre, you just said the United States and left this country, right? Because you always in contention, right? That's what you just said. So my question now is how how come the United States is saying that making a whole thing about drugs? This is about drugs. That is why they want to think to really get rid of drugs, because drug is the issue.
If you listen to Donald Trump when he was campaigning before he became president, he's always on the issue of drugs. He's saying that the immigrants from other countries coming in, but also criminals and murderers coming with them. So let us suppose when a country like Venezuela know that there is a lot of mass migration to the United States. United States accuse them of opening the prison and let criminals come with the immigrants. And they say as a result of that, they're pushing drugs in the country. Whether that is true or not, I don't know. But that is a claim that the United States of America has made. Now, in addition to that, Venezuela and Guyana have an issue over land. Guyana want the matter to be settled in the international court, and Venezuela refused. So in 2022, Guyana joined the Regional Security Unit. The United States of America is the one in charge, responsible, and financing the RSS. So when Guyana joined the RSS, it means that all the Caribbean leaders know why Guyana joined it. They joined it because of this contention with Venezuela. So the United States might be using the drugs as a subterfuge, but it doesn't mean that drugs is not an issue. If you have 800,000 people from Venezuela as part of the immigrants in the United States, then the United States feel that is a challenge.
Because remember again, the United States is supposed to be, well, correct me if I'm wrong, is the largest consumer of these drugs, are they? No? Or maybe if it's not the largest, is maybe the second or the third largest. And wherever there are consumers, there must be producers.
And that is why the United States say they're blaming the massive influx of illegal immigrants for the major contribution of the drugs. That is what they're claiming. There was millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people from 160-something countries on the Mexican border trying to come to America. And America say criminals and murderers and rapists are in that group. So Donald Trump decided to get them out by the hook or by the crook.
But you see, listen, this thing, something, Mr. Pierre, something there is not adding up.
Something in the matter beside the person.
Yeah, something there is not adding up.
So we can only run with mouth in greater here. We don't know what's going
on. So listen, just before I go, so this thing they want to install at the Point Salina airport is exactly what?
I don't really know, because they're not giving us. It's a radar. It's a radar. Right. So we don't know if the radar will be left with 2 persons to man it. We don't know if the radar include a battleship. We don't know.
No.
And the government.
No. But what is the purpose, or what's the purpose of that radar?
Oh God, man, you're letting me down.
No, I don't let him know. I mean, I just want to get something clear then. Because
how we all get the government not giving information? Why do you think all this speculation taking place? Because they can hide in and they're not giving information. So everybody running up their mouth. If the prime minister come and give information What the American need, the only 2 or 3 persons will be left to man the radar, battleship and jumbo jet would not be there. People going to know, but the government hiding on the line.
But but all right, I don't want to be talking, right? But I will say we should not join with United States to for to assist them in invading any country.
All right, caller, thank you.
Right? Thank you. Good.
The United States, based upon what we hear, they didn't ask Grenada to go and invade Venezuela. They're requesting radar facilities be built on the airport. No, they didn't say it's to strengthen the RSS. We don't know. We don't know. And the people who are supposed to provide the information for us is the government of Grenada, the Government Information Service. Yes, caller, welcome.
Good morning.
Yes, caller, welcome.
How is it? Hello?
Go right ahead, caller. Just speak up a little more. We hardly could hear you, so speak a little louder and go ahead.
All right. The last caller asked what the radar is for. And because Venezuela have ties with Iran, and Iran is one of the countries that normally produce drones. And you don't want a drone to be in a battleship, or a drone is basically about $4,000. A battleship is millions of dollars, even billions. So the radar is to pick up any little thing that is passing so they can protect themselves from Iranian drones. Now, I don't want to talk about Venezuela today because I think that we have a lot of issues here that we need to deal with. I do believe that the Prime Minister gave America the answer already. So the reason why he's not talking is because America have the answer already for the need. Right? So they are doing their thing. Now talking about the police station, police headquarters on the Carolina. Anybody find anything wrong with that? Because we put our headquarters, our police headquarters in the Carolina. So anybody, any little boy with a fishing boat, could just pull up on the Carolina any time of the day, any time of the night, and take over the police headquarters. It's appalling that nobody in Grenada City there's a problem with that. The headquarters for your police should never be compromising place. It should be in an area where it's hard to take over. Anybody can just walk in Grenada with a little fishing boat. I've been seeing anybody police headquarters. You need to look at that. The danger.
Yes, caller. The number to call is 4420175, and we welcome your contribution. Yes, caller, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Pierre.
Yes, caller.
Mr. Pierre, that is why the mother hen and the chicks cannot say nothing. Because if the government is hiding, they're hiding all kinds of things. The mother hen and the chicks can't say nothing, so we have to wait until the Prime Minister says something, and then the mother hen and the chicks going to talk. All right, Mr. Pierre.
Thank you. The Prime Minister hiding behind the mother hen and the chick now. A lot of the NDC now know that what we have as a government is a fake, an irresponsible, incompetent group. And some of the NDC getting worried. And that is why they're asking to go in parliament, everybody involved. They don't want to take responsibility. It's easy to beat your chest unless you don't meet somebody who challenge you and call your bluff. And I don't blame Donald Trump. Caribbean leaders have been speaking with forked tongues. And Donald Trump in his campaign said, yes, caller, welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, and pleasant good evening again.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, I'm enjoying your program, and I want to commend you on your tolerance and your patience and whatnot with the guy called KG. Now, KG is a liar to a big extent, and I can prove it, because upward to he was always touting about the Prime Minister bring pipe-borne water in Appetit. Now, I can tell you, I grew up in Aptitude, and Pybone water was always there. Now, the household, not many houses had Pybone water, but there was always Pybone water up there. I don't expect anything much from him to say, but at the same time, I appreciate the offer that you have given to him, and I'm looking forward very much to whatever outcome. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Yes, caller. Number to call is 4420175. And you know, if you make your comments on the chat, we may read some of them, but at least other people follow. We always encourage you to share our program, like our program, and you don't have to be 100%. In our program, we encourage people to call and express their views and opinion. Yes, caller, welcome. Yes, caller, welcome.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
I think Grenada get another bite of the pie. They dropped it in 1983, where they could build a better tie with the US to get better benefits if they could negotiate. If they could negotiate, it will be in the advantage of Grenada. The folks that say no, 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 don't let the Americans come here, all of them benefiting from America. All of them benefiting from America. And this is why Trump is getting fed up with a lot of the folks on the breast of the Americans, nursing them bone dry and still being hatred and haters of the US. Everybody doesn't have good policy, but still, the US have the better policy. They stand for righteousness. They may do, everybody is not fault free. We all are sinners. But the one that promote the devilish attitude, look what we're fighting with now in Grenada. The what do we call it? The rights of the children, want to take away the rights of the children. That is devilish. So all the countries that supporting the devilish attributes, like China, devouring human rights, Cuba taking away human rights, in down South America,
Venezuela.
all human rights gone. We can stand up and say, yes, we sided with America, because as you said, we're talking with forked tongues. You say both sides of our mouth. The drugs are coming in to US, coming from China, Venezuela, Mexico. Yes, America consume a lot of drugs, but folks get hooked on drugs through regular medication. When they bring the subcausas in, and they poison it with the other drugs, then the Americans getting hooked on it when they think they're taking a regular medication. Look how much people are get killed from drugs, the young ones. And I think that is the strategy that the Chinese and the Venezuelans, they are using to destroy the Americans, because they know they can't come with guns and bombs. So they come in with the drugs now to kill out the generation of the young people. If we hear now that they're now finding other tunnels again coming in from Mexico into the US, like they did in Gaza, more tunnels coming in again. So America must sit down and just keep their arms full, throw the money, give them, get them fat, and just fry us in their own oil. No, stand up and we fight back. Have a good day, Mr. Pierre.
Thank you, caller. Caller, in full agreement with you. Caribbean leaders speak with forked tongues. There are a number of countries you don't have rights in it. Your personal rights, human rights. We have had the experience in Grenada. Maurice Bishop jailed over 3,000 Grenadians. Over 4,000-5,000 had to flee the country. Villages was battered. And Grenada have a lot of extreme individuals who are left-wing extremists and atheists. And I'm not surprised when they want to drop the age of sexual responsibility. That is the action of the 80s and the left-wing Marxists. I have not heard no Caribbean leaders call for a free trial of the prisoners in Cuba. 60 years and Cuba still have people in jail. We know in Grenada what it was like for our friends and members of our family to be in jail. And these individuals support the jailing of people. And they have a love-hate relationship with America. They're not condemning China. They're not condemning Hamas. They're not condemning Iran, nor Russia, nor Venezuela. But they condemn the countries where we have the most freedom. United States of America. So Donald Trump is correct. The time to put up or shut up. Stop that. If you're benefiting from me and you're going after me, Donald Trump say, I'm going after you too. You say, I want a fair playing field. Donald Trump say, Europe is the friends and they're treating the America the worst. You go after Canada too. Canada put in tariff. He said, put tariff on them back. So we in Grenada beating with chest. Maurice Bishop used to say, if you touch Nicaragua, you touch Cuba, you touch Grenada. Maurice Bishop don't make him filoto, you know. But AK speaking Spanish, that is Russian gun. And you can't understand it. So today, we have sent out the challenge for KJ. You've been asking for a debate on a 1 hour program. You have 3 minutes. Prepare. Tomorrow morning, try and call Ollie. List the good and beneficial things that the NDC has accomplished over the last 3 years. On Monday, the Grenada Development Bank justified. On Tuesday, justify the excessive traveling of Dick Mitchell and the others. I'm going to add more as we go on. And you have 2 weeks of that. 3 minutes every day for 2 weeks. And we want to highly appreciate those who participate in our program. Sometimes the program moves very fast. We highly appreciate you, the brothers and sisters in the international community, and we encourage you. Share our program, like our program, give this station a like, subscribe. Thank you very much.
Something to share. Up. Real FM, ride the frequency. Talking truth, talking change, talking all that's real. With Francis Pierre at the wheel. Politics to faith, the latest trend.